Hi ladies, I'm Natalia and welcome back to REBELLE. Today is a special day. Today is the day you're gonna easily learn how to perform deadlift correctly. Deadlift is one of the greatest compound exercises you can do at the gym, working pretty much your whole body from toe to neck and focusing primarily on your glutes, hamstrings, and your lower back. This exercise is often overlooked by women as it can look quite intimidating at first, and many people refer to it as being dangerous. Unfortunately, most people make a lot of mistakes when deadlifting, and these mistakes can cause some serious injuries. But don't worry, if you follow these guidelines, you will be ready to perform your deadlift safely and take advantage of its countless benefits because there are many. First, you want to use the right equipment. The most important thing when doing this exercise is your footwear. Make sure you have a solid foundation and you are as close to the ground as possible. So forget about your usual gym shoes with elevated heels filled with air, gel, or springs. I like to take off my shoes altogether, as you can see here, but if you have a flat pair of shoes, then you can very well use that too. Then comes what you put on your hands. This one comes down to your personal preference. Some people perform this with their bare hands, others use chalk, lifting straps, or gloves. I like using gloves to protect my hands. I find them to be the most comfortable for me personally. They give me a grip and padding and relieve me from any pain so I can focus on the exercise and the exercise only. It's true that gloves aren't the best if you want to do competitive lifting, but that's not what we're here for. Use whatever makes you feel the most comfortable and gives you a good grip on the bar. Second, you want to place your feet around shoulder width apart, pointing forwards or slightly outwards. Some people prefer to place their feet closer together, but shoulder width is a good starting point. You can adjust from there later on. The placement of your hands is pretty straightforward. Just grab the bar slightly outside your legs and you should be fine. The starting position is as follows. Place your shoulder blades directly over the bar. The bar should almost touch your shins and should be located right above your midfoot. Before you pull the weights up, take a deep breath and flex your arms. Bend your hips and your knees slightly, keep your chest high, your hips out, and pull the bar up vertically. At the midway point of the lift here, push your hips forward and squeeze the glutes. When you reach the top position, stop and squeeze for about 2 seconds, then start lowering the bar, pushing your hips back and slightly bending the knees to come back to starting position. You should keep a few things in mind when you perform a deadlift. Do not start with your hips too low. It would in fact just be a disguised squat if you think about it. You want your hips to be above your knees when you start. Also, secondly, never bend your back. To avoid that, keep your chest out, your lats squeezed, and your shoulders back. Also have the bar close to your shins when you start to avoid having to reach over far in front of you and bend your back. And finally, keep your spine neutral at all times. Most people look up when they're at the starting position, and I do admit that I make this mistake occasionally, but you should really be looking downwards as you see I'm doing here, and only look in front of you when you're up. This way you are sure to keep your spine neutral. To finish this video off, I have 2 tips for you. The first one is to use over-under hand grip if necessary to avoid the bar from rolling and therefore aiding in your grip like I'm doing here. So you have one hand facing forwards and the other hand facing backwards. And second, when using lighter weights, because they're usually smaller, make sure you elevate them to guarantee it doesn't affect your starting position. You don't want to be reaching too low to begin with. With all of that in mind, you're ready to take on one of the best exercises there are out there. Honestly, it's one of my favorites. Deadlift is a must in any serious lower body workout, yet is often overlooked by women, which I really don't understand. If you do include deadlift in your workouts, try to start your session off with deadlift. It requires your entire focus and energy, and if done correctly, you can get great results from it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your gym buddies so you can help each other out with your form at the gym. To see some more exercises, check out the helpful how-to series linked on the screen now. Go kill those deadlifts and stay strong, ladies.